Hello everyone, welcome back. Today's video is about the insanity that has become of our frost peach tree. You've seen this maybe in some videos in previous years. This, as we head up the ladder here, get about 8-10 feet up in this tree. This is just over the top this year with peaches. Now, we had a crazy freeze on May 7th. As you can see, I've got this thing propped up everywhere. There's branches snapped from the wind. This thing went insane, but beautiful, beautiful fruit, but a lot of fruit. So as I was mentioning, we had that freeze in May that a lot of people got really late in May, and I mean freeze, not frost. It was like 24 degrees overnight. Wiped out all of our pawpaws, a lot of our apples, all of our pears, a lot of that stuff. Cherries, we got like a handful. This peach tree, totally unfazed. It was in full bloom like everything else, and for whatever reason, it lives up to its name, Frost Peach. As you can see, it not only was it not bothered, I think this is the most fruit I've ever seen on any tree. This thing is outrageous. So I didn't thin because I thought, well, I don't know if those fruit are going to set. Well, obviously they did, and this is not optimal to have this many because, as you've probably seen as I scroll around here, like right there, there's a snapped branch right there, a big branch. We've had a lot of wind, and with all the fruit weight, it might weigh 50 pounds of fruit on the end of a branch, and then the wind comes and it just snaps it. So I'm up here taking a lot of the fruit off the branches that haven't snapped in the wind, and also thinning out any fruit that has bird damage or wasp damage. Be careful, by the way, if you see damaged fruit when you're picking, because it could be full of wasps and you don't want to grab a hold of it if that's the case. Believe me, it's not a nice surprise. But as you can see, the frost peach, I can't say enough good things about this fruit. It's absolutely gorgeous fruit. Inside, it's dark orange, sweet, juicy, really intense peach flavor. There's literally no negatives about this fruit. They would normally be a bit bigger than this if they had been thinned appropriately, but that's my fault for not doing that. So this tree is probably not going to get many peaches next year. It'll be kind of biennial at this. It's sort of become that way because last year we had maybe 25 peaches. They were size of softballs, but the squirrels ate them all on us. This year, because of the freeze, I thought, well, I don't want to thin, and that was a huge mistake. Here's a view from the deck. You can see it's propped up with all kinds of sticks, 2x4s. This thing is just huge. It's only been in the ground 6 years. I planted it in spring of 2017. It was just in a little 5-gallon pot, maybe 3 feet tall. So 6 years later, it is just absolutely huge. It's probably 20 feet tall and 20 feet wide, I would say. It's enormous. I let it get big and purposely didn't prune it. That's not why the branches snapped. They snapped, the ones that did, not every branch snapped, but the ones that snapped are because I didn't thin the fruit. Purposely didn't prune it because we wanted a big tree there. So why not a big tree that gives fruit? It's a very attractive tree with the foliage and the shape and the flowers in the spring, but as you can see, it lives up to its name, Frost Peach. It not only did it frost, it was a deep freeze in May, 24 degrees overnight, and this was in full bloom and completely unfazed. All the trees around it, the apple trees, maybe have a 10% crop, which is kind of funny. We have, I think, 20-some apple trees in our yard, and I've harvested 100 times more peaches than I have apples just on this one peach tree. This is the only peach tree that we have, is this one. I think I harvested more pawpaws last year than apples, so sort of amazing, this peach tree. So if you're thinking of growing a peach tree and you're in the north, get yourself a frost peach. I can't say enough good things about it. Here's an example of the fruit. I'm up on the ladder again here. Dark orange, juicy, I mean absolutely everything you'd want in a peach. Intense peach flavor. No compromises with the frost peach, so highly recommend it. So thank you for watching. We hope to see you again soon.